The image is important, but the image is a starting point in photography. The photographs I make is the raw material. The real magic is the dissemination of the image. That's what makes photography so special to me. So these two are making something interesting, but that might be too literal. So again, I have to go back and disrupt it. So it's about building and breaking for the kind of editing I want to do. I'm very lucky that I have this vast archive of 30 years that I can keep dipping into and finding new combinations as well as adding to that archive. The photos in themselves don't mean anything to me. It has to be about the form that I create for the photos. So it's still very much the book, but all the images inside the book are on the cover. And this is the structure that I developed for them to be also the exhibition. And one that I can change at any time. The experience of prints on a gallery wall was a very sterile experience to me. I felt that my photographs were always fossilized between the glass and the mat and the hush of the gallery and the museum. I cannot bear the way people come into a room full of photos and sort of in one sweep get the entire work. And I was quite jealous of the way viewers came to my sculptor friends' work. You have to engage with your body, you move around it, you bend down, you lift yourself. It's a physical experience that was not there when it was the print on the wall. But I also wanted to be able to just walk on the street and present an exhibition to you. I wanted this mobility, this flexibility, to be able to have spontaneous exhibitions wherever I wanted, whenever I wanted. And the gallery certainly didn't allow me that. There's a great intimacy to looking at images in a book. You're so close to them, you touch them. There's a smell to books. It's a very physical experience. So I've taken the gallery experience, brought that to the book, and created a book that is also an exhibition. Museum Bhavan is a box which has within it 9 books. Each of the books is an accordion fold that becomes an exhibition. You can show all the 9 books. Or you can say, actually, I'm going to take images from Museum of Chance, to which I want to add images from ongoing museum. And then you might want something from the Little Ladies. And so you can start building your own museum, which is a combination of all these museums. Museum Bhavan is really an invitation to you to become the curator of my work. I want to create work where people can read their own meanings and stories into it, build their own narrative. Everybody doesn't have the possibility to go to a museum. And I think it's time that the museums also went out to the people. I would love to suggest to the Tate to make a collection that is in a box like this, that can be taken to a little village somewhere in Madhya Pradesh and can be put out one evening and people can come and see a few exhibitions. Why should these museums only be about people who can afford the time and the money to go and visit them? I hope people start to see that while making images is important, the dissemination and how you offer them to people is equally important. And we can't leave that to designers or curators. It has to become part of what the photographer does. I hope we're going to see photography find its own forms. Up to now, it's been pretty much about making images, not very much else. To really go into photography, you have to go outside of photography. So we have to go to other mediums. We have to go to architecture. We have to go to literature. We have to go to cinema. And then see what we can bring into photography. Photography is just not enough.